Hey guys, so if you remember last time I lost the rival battle. So now I've just been, well, for the past day or so, I've been going back and forth in the tall grass, just trying to build my team up. I've made some changes and we're gonna see. Now Jeremy's team is actually a bit different now too. You know, I think the most notable difference though is that he's got a skinnier cat. Well, that's the difference I've paid the most attention to. He traded in his Perugly for a leopard. So we're just gonna have to see how it goes. I've got some surprises in it for him, and I'm sure he's got some in for me. Alright, here comes Jeremy for the second time, challenging me like he knows what's up. Regardless though, he's gonna lead off with his leopard, which really is not that big of a surprise. I'm gonna lead with my Mamoswine, little Tusky over there, and the first thing that's gonna happen is he's gonna use his prankster to trick me a Choice Scarf, which honestly I don't really mind all that much, although it sucks being locked into Stealth Rocks. So I'm just gonna have to switch out because there's nothing I can do here. So I go out also thinking that he might be just trying to shuffle all my items around, predicting the switch. Now, he knew I was going to switch for sure, but he actually goes for the Thunder Wave, which is terrible because since I went into my Mega there, Aerodactyl's got to be fast. Without being fast, it can't really do anything. It's too frail. So it's basically already crippled. Regardless though, I'm gonna try and attack, but as you see, he's gonna go for the Swagger. So now with paralysis and confusion, I have a 33% chance of attacking. Not to mention Stone Edge's accuracy, but I hit through the chance and the accuracy, but then he hangs on with my sash. So I've just got to get out of there now, and I go back into Tusky, and he's going to go for the foul play here, which is okay. I'm going to live that just fine. But now he's going to go for the Swagger, and I'm actually pretty surprised. I did not know that Swagger could miss. Either way, I get the knockoff off, and he's just going to go down. Now, next thing he goes into is his Salamence, and you'll notice right there a distinct lack of Intimidate. Now, whenever you don't see Intimidate as a Salamence comes in, you are in for some trouble. And sure enough, even though I knock off his item, and he knocks my Mamoswine out, and there's the Moxie Boost right there. And so my Mamoswine goes down, this thing's at +1. So I'm thinking, what can I do? Chandelure. Choice Scarf Chandelure is an absolute savior because it's going to be able to outspeed and take this thing down with a Shadow Ball. So that is fantastic. I avoided some serious pain right there. Now, he's going to come in with his Jellicent, and we're going to have an old Ghost standoff. And I'm sure he's bulky enough to survive, but I'm thinking maybe I can survive his, something. And sure enough, I actually do survive, so that is fantastic. Now, even though he's going to get that leftovers recovery, there's no way. He's not outspeeding me, and he's not surviving another Shadow Ball, so he's got to get out of there if he wants to keep his Jellicent alive. So, he goes into his Magmortar, and that's just going to take a Shadow Ball on the Switch, because I'm locked into Shadow Ball, and I know that I'm just doing damage. Now, he stays in, but he's not fast enough, and so that thing goes down. So I'm in a pretty good place. Now, he comes into Reuniclus here, which is okay by me because that thing's got a Ghost weakness. So stab super effective damage is going to absolutely, oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. Now, he goes for the Psyshock, and that is finally enough to take my Chandelure out, but not after the thing doing some serious work, putting huge dents in his team. Now, I'm just going to go out into Scizor, my Cutman here, and I'm just going to U-turn out too. I was thinking maybe he might switch, but he stayed in and died, so that was fine. But now, he does have the switch initiative, so I just go into Tyranitar here, and just set up the sand, just getting some sandy breezes around. Regardless though, he goes back into his Jellicent, and I'm thinking, okay, this is it right here. I changed my Tyranitar set for this battle, and so I go for the Dragon Dance right here, and he is actually going to go for the Recover. Now, I do not mind that one bit. I am waiting for something. I am absolutely waiting, and when I get it, it's over. So, I am actually not going to attack on this next turn. I'm going to just go for the next Dragon Dance. So right now, I am at +2 attack and +2 speed, facing down this Jellicent, and one attack should take this thing out regardless. But he goes for the Scald here, and that's exactly what I was waiting for, because that's going to activate my weakness policy, and now I am at +4 attack, +2 special attack, but who cares, and +2 speed. So I am absolutely about to run through his team, absolutely demolish it, except that I misclicked there and went for the Ice Punch instead of the Crunch, and that does not do enough to kill, but I get the freeze. But since he went for Scald, he actually thaws out first turn, gets the attack off, and gets the crit and kills my Tyranitar. That should have been the game right there. It should have been over, but but these things happen, I guess. Regardless though, I'm just gonna have to go out into my Scizor now, and I figure I'm just gonna go for the Bullet Punch. That should be enough to take this thing out. I'm still, to be honest with you, I'm still kind of salty that I misclicked and everything like that. But hey, that's on me. So now he's gonna go out into his Escavalier, and that is the last thing he's got. So I'm just gonna U-turn out here because my Scizor, everything that it can do is resistant. I'm thinking, hey, I still do at least have 3 things on my side of the field, so I'm good. Now I go back into my Aerodactyl, and you know, I get the free switch in, but I get paralyzed on the next turn and get hit by that Iron Head, and that is absolutely going to destroy Aerodactyl. So unfortunately, it didn't really do anything this battle. Now, I go into Crookshank here, and to be honest with you, I wanted to name it Crookshanks, but you can't have a nickname that long in Gen 5, so I'm probably going to actually breed one and name it Crookshanks. Regardless though, I get some decent damage off and take a super effective Mega Horn, and that crit did not matter at all because there's no way that I'd have survived that ridiculous damage. So now I'm back into Cutman, and I go for the Bullet Punch, and look at that does not kill. Now, I am running a fully defensive Scizor here with Defog and Roost, so I do not really care. I mean, just look at that damage. He can't do enough to take me out, and on that second Bullet Punch, I do enough damage to take out the Escavalier, and that's gonna be the game. So there it is, you guys. This time around, I win the rival battle, which means I can move on. I can go do other things. I can climb the Lavender Tower. I can get off the SSN. I can go and explore Indigo Plateau. You know, all these things that your rival just likes to block you from doing. Regardless though, if you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, because I really do enjoy making these videos, and that'll certainly help me out to keep on bringing them for you. Now, one other thing too, I don't want to say what just yet, but I've got some pretty cool stuff coming down the pipe probably just next week, so be sure to check out my videos for next week too, because I think you're gonna like them. Alright, have a good one.